The streetcar has not gone south of Pershing Road since 1957.
What we're trying to do is move efficiently and effectively through Kansas City.
The streetcar is a connector, and public transit should be a connector in your community.
I think this is the sort of thing that's getting a lot of folks here stopping, seeing, experiencing.
Welcome into KCTV 5 Plus on this Friday morning. Today marks a historic day right here in Kansas City as the full streetcar extension will officially start running, taking you from the River Market all the way down to Union Station for the very first time since the 1950s. I want to thank you so much for joining us here on KCTV 5 Plus. I'm Janae Hancock. It is a gloomy Friday for you, a rainy start to your day for most of you. We are going to take a look at your weather forecast of what you can expect not only today, but as you continue to plan out your weekend with meteorologist Stevie Stevenson in just a moment. But again, going back to just how big of a historic day this is right here in the metro, we are waiting for a ceremony to get underway, marking the official start of the streetcar extension. This is such a huge monumental day right here in Kansas City. I want to break down exactly who we are expecting to hear from, who will take the podium at this grand opening ceremony. We're expecting to hear from Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas, as well as Congressman Emmanuel Cleaver, Congresswoman Sharice Davids, and City Manager Mario Vasquez. Also representatives from the Kansas City Streetcar Authority, City of Kansas City, Missouri Project Partners, and many more. You can see they all just took their seats, so we're expecting this ceremony to get started here soon. They're actually listening to the theme song for the Kansas City streetcar. We just heard from this artist yesterday. Let's take a live listen in. As we continue to wait for the ceremony to get started, it looks like they're listening to a song created by Kansas City and regarding the streetcar opening, the extension, I should say. But there is plenty that we do have to tell you about this morning to get you ready if you're planning to ride today. Such a historic moment in KC. KCTV5's Bill Hurlbrink, he took a spin down the route to give you a look at some of those new stops. The first new stop is at the World War I Museum, traveling south through Union Hill, Armour, and into Westport. And if you're wondering what the rest of the route looks like, don't worry, he did the homework for you. Take a look.
2016, the Kansas City Streetcar has connected the river market to here at Union Station, and beginning today, it rolls even further. Check this out. Starting today, will be the first time since the 1950s that the streetcar will go south of Union Station down Main Street. Well, this is the first new stop south of Union Station here. It's for the World War I Museum and Memorial, obviously offering great accessibility to those two amenities, but also right across the street, you can access the south side of Crown Center. Well, it's not in service now, but later today, you'll be able to hop off here at 31st Main. You can walk a block south, get some barbecue at Gates, maybe take a look up at the KCTV 5 Tower. The next stop to the south is in the old Hyde Park neighborhood. You're just a stone's throw away from Luce Mansion here at Armour in Maine. The next new stop is here at Westport Road, where you can hop off the streetcar, maybe catch a show at the Warwick Theater, or you can head 3 short blocks that way and wind up in historic Westport.
Hello! Wow! Who's ready to ride? I want to welcome you all diehards out here today. What a beautiful day to open the Main Street extension. I'm Tom Garrett. I'm the Executive Director of the Kansas City Streetcar Authority, and I want to welcome you to our Main Street extension grand opening. On time and under budget. I'm really in shock. I can't believe we're finally here. It's been a long time coming. This is a historic day for Kansas City. This is a generational project that's going to reconnect the employment centers of downtown and the plaza through the densest residential neighborhood, through the heart of Kansas City, to our largest university, and University of Missouri, Kansas City. There's no question this is a monumental milestone. Yes. This represents years and literally decades of work by many, and many of you who are here today. So, round of applause for all of you. Thank you for coming out. I was recently asked what 2 words best describe how we got to this grand opening today. And after a lot of thought, there's a lot of words we could use, my response was 1, perseverance, and 2, partnership. Perseverance, you all know this wasn't easy. Over the decades, we had failed votes, we had political uncertainty, we had naysayers who didn't get the vision for what high-capacity quality public transit could do for our city. We had COVID, we had financial challenges, we had, to find resources for a $352 million project, the largest in our region's history. We had to knock on doors and gather signatures. Thank you, David Johnson and the RTA. Round of applause to these guys. We had at least 5 times over the life of the planning, of the fundraising, of the execution, where it wasn't clear if we were going to get this project to the end of the line. That's perseverance. You all believed in what this project could do. You did the hard work, you stayed the course, and we're here today on October 24th to open this generational project. Of course, perseverance and hard work isn't enough. It really is about true partnership. And before I pass the torch to our other speakers, I need to say some thanks and acknowledge the partners that came together from the very beginning to make this project happen. No one person, no one entity could do this alone. This was a community effort. Our effort was spearheaded by really 4 organizations: the Streetcar Authority, the City of Kansas City, Missouri, you'll hear from in a minute, and the Main Street Rail Transportation Development District, and our friends at Ride KCATA. So, big round of applause to our partners for delivering the project on time and under budget. A hat tip to the City Public Works Department and our construction crews. This stuff is hard, right? This is a generational project through the heart of our city. Jason Waldron, the Public Works team, thank you. Round of applause. Our city can do big things, right? Our city can do big things, and we're here today to celebrate the doing of big things thanks to their hard work. I also want to thank our team at Streetcar Authority and our operations team for 10 years of demonstrating how to do this at the highest level. So operators and maintainers, our streetcar staff, the folks who are delivering this system each and every day, right? You all instill confidence in our city to believe we could extend this beyond downtown. It was your work each and every day to demonstrate, right, the opportunity, the impact, and the benefit that this system could bring, not just downtown, but our entire city. So thank you to you all. And of course, we need to recognize our federal and state partners. The $352 million project, over $170 million we captured in federal funds. We have some congressional representatives and some champions here today. You'll hear from them in a minute. But I want to thank our FTA staff at Region 7, at DC, sitting in the front row, for being here with us from the very beginning to navigate a challenging federal process, to bring resources from Washington to Kansas City. It's not just resulting in projects that are going to be transformational, but jobs and generational impacts and reconnections. They believe in what we're doing, and they've helped us get here, so thank you to FTA Region 7. And last but not least, I want to thank all of you from downtown to UMKC and beyond throughout the region who believed that Kansas City deserves the best, right? The best public transit system, the best streetcar system, and you all persevered. The partnerships made this happen. Nobody could do it alone. And with that, I'm going to introduce the chairman of the Streetcar Authority Board of Directors, who helped make some of those hard decisions when it wasn't easy over the course of the last 10 years, Michael Collins.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's try that again. Good morning, everyone. It's a great day. Morning. Today marks a defining moment for Kansas City, the opening of the Main Street streetcar expansion. What began as a vision for a connected, accessible, and thriving downtown has now become a reality that extends opportunity and connection to even more for our city. First, I want to express my deepest thanks to the Transportation Development District elected board members. Your foresight and commitment made this expansion possible, from the early planning and financing to the steadfast leadership required to see this project through. To my colleagues who are all around here from the Kansas City Streetcar Authority Board of Directors, thank you for your unwavering dedication, partnership, and advocacy. Together, we've built more than a transit line. We've built confidence in Kansas City's ability to deliver complex and transformative infrastructure. I also want to recognize our federal partners, but not just the names of the organizations they represent, but the people that are behind those organizations. So I thank you for the people from the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Transit Administration, and our congressional delegation here today for their belief in Kansas City's future and investing in a model of transit-oriented growth that's being watched nationwide. And finally, thank you to Mayor Quinton Lucas, the City Council, the entire Kansas City Streetcar team, and the countless local businesses, community members, and workers who have helped make this day possible. This expansion is not the end. It is the step. It is the next step in creating a truly connected Kansas City, a city that moves forward together. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. It is now my honor to introduce friend and District 4 Council Representative Eric Bunch. Eric's been a member of the Streetcar Authority Board as the mayor's appointee. He's been a petitioner to the district, and he's been a longtime advocate of public transit, not just streetcar, but regional public transit that our city deserves. Councilman Bunch.
I love the enthusiasm. Thank you so much. What an incredible day. I wish we had a little bit better weather, but just goes to show how important this is by how many people are here, regardless of the weather. So thank you for bearing with us and enjoying this amazing day. When we imagine the streetcar running down Main Street to the plaza to UMKC, the leaders of the city weren't just thinking they were thinking about the people that this was going to connect, about the families and students and small business owners who make the neighborhoods of Midtown and Downtown and the plaza vibrant and exciting, and those who believe for years that Midtown specifically deserves better public transit access and that Greater Kansas City deserves better public transit access. This project is a reflection of what happens when a community comes together with a shared vision, from neighborhood associations to local businesses to city staff and advocates, and I want to put a finer point on advocates. This was a project that would not have happened but for the tireless efforts of our advocates. So please give a round of applause to all the people who pushed so hard for so many years to make sure that this would happen. This really is a community-driven project, and it's a reminder that when we plan with that community, and not just for it, that the results are longer lasting and more impactful. And for Midtown, the streetcar access means better access to opportunity, to education. It's worth noting that my kids are here right now, and my twin daughters will be able to ride this streetcar after this event back to school. They are skipping school at the moment, so sorry, teachers. This was really important stuff, and I think valuable experience for everyone. It means we're creating streets here in Kansas City where people feel safe walking, biking, and waiting for public transit and getting on those public transit vehicles. And I do want to talk, I just want to mention again about how important it is for the youth. I'm a parent of young children, and what public transit does, especially something like the streetcar, is it allows our young people of Kansas City to have freedom, to explore their city, to enjoy the things that we all get to enjoy, and experience the city in new ways. And I would say that I think that there's no better indicator species of a vibrant, active community than seeing children on public transit. And so for that, I'm incredibly excited. I hope one day to see dozens of kids from Hyde Park and Valentine and elsewhere riding that streetcar and experiencing that freedom that we all really deserve for our children. So today, as we celebrate this ribbon cutting, or I'm not sure exactly, smoke coming out of some smoke cannons or something, and the streetcar going ahead on its own and taking people up to downtown, let's take a moment and thank the neighbors and the advocates who showed up to meetings, who circulated petitions, made sure, friends who became notaries so that they could notarize the ballots of our neighbors. I mean, I see so many of my own neighbors here in the crowd who did so much to make this a reality. They pushed us to do better. They pushed us to make sure that this was not just a streetcar investment, but that it was something that invested in our streets to make them safer and more walkable. And those who never gave up on the idea that Midtown deserves world-class transit. So again, this streetcar isn't just connecting destinations, it's connecting people. And that's what makes this such an incredibly proud day for Kansas Cityans. So thank you very much for being here with us today.
Next up, I would like to welcome our city manager, Mario Vasquez. We've asked a lot from the city, from mentioned Public Works and their leadership. The Tammy Queen in the finance department wouldn't happen without the buy-in of our city leadership, not just at the elected official level, but through the city manager's office. So, Mario.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's grand opening of the streetcar. It's a great day, but it's still a beautiful day for Kansas City, so I think we should all be proud of being here today. I'm going to go a little nostalgic here and say that I came here to Kansas City 28 years ago, and I was looking for experience. And what I found in Kansas City is opportunity, and I think over time, many people took advantage and found a way to make the most out of the opportunity. And since my time here, we've reinvested in 18th and Vine, we rebuilt Union Station, we built the Power and Light District, we built T-Mobile Arena. We actually reinvigorated the Crossroads District into the eclectic and artistic district that it is today. We opened up Liberty Memorial, we built the World War I Museum. We've been doing a lot of work in the riverfront. We opened the Casey Current Stadium. The neighborhood over there is just incredible today. And we're not done, right? We are hoping to next reinvigorate the plaza, reimagine it what it needs to be as the future and center of Kansas City. And beyond that, you know, we still have a baseball team to bring downtown. So we're going to do that too. So all of these things are going to get stitched together by the streetcar. This unique and transformative investment that is going to really make Kansas City what Mayor Kay Barnes once imagined as the core and the heart of the metropolitan region. The concept of the River Crown Plaza is alive today, and actually some of these roots go back to her and her ideas about how to bring back Kansas City to what it is today. I want to spend some time thanking really my predecessors. I'm a Johnny come lately as it comes to the streetcar. Other city managers did a lot more work than I did. Troy Schulte, Brian Plant, I want to thank them for their leadership and vision and really the leadership they provided to our team. I want to thank my staff, the Public Works Department in particular, and the leadership of Jason Waldron and Director Michael Shaw. They spent countless hours making sure that this project is executed correctly and with much attention to the needs of the community. I want to thank the neighborhoods and the business community along Main Street. I know this has been a long run, but without your support and without your patience, this is not possible. So again, I am looking forward to what the streetcar is going to do for Kansas City. I've seen a lot of transformation in my career. There's much more to come. So thank you.
Thank you, Mario. This was always designed to be the spine of a regional system, and it's really with great pleasure that we have the Congresswoman from the Kansas 3rd District here today, Sharice Davids, to talk a little bit about what this project means for the Kansas City region.
Good morning. Thank you guys for being here in this beautiful weather, but really for an amazing event. And I would like to particularly say thank you for, I thought I had to speak after Emmanuel Cleaver, so thank you for not making me do that. The warm-up act. Before I get into my prepared remarks, can I just, I'm going to take a point of privilege here and say thank you to our federal employees, our federal civil servants, and all of the people who literally are showing up to work every single day in service of the American people and are not getting paid. And my mom was in the military for 20 years and then was at the Postal Service for 20 years. And like so many of our federal civil servants, missing a paycheck is very real and has very real consequences. And I can tell you that Congressman Cleaver and I have been going out to DC and trying to push for us to get this thing back open. So I just want to say thank you to our federal civil servants, our active duty service members. Thank you, everyone. It's an exciting day to be here. For folks I haven't met, I'm Sharice Davids. I represent Kansas's 3rd District in Congress. And to put it very simply, I am a huge infrastructure nerd. I love seeing projects like this come to life because we're not just talking about moving people, we're talking about moving communities forward. We've heard a bit about that already. And as you've heard today, this expanded streetcar is going to connect River Market all the way down to UMKC, where I happen to have graduated from. And go Roos! And I do have to say, as a former UMKC student, I absolutely would have loved jumping on this thing, going from Broadway Cafe down to class. When I was walking to class and getting where I needed to go, I can tell you this would have made life so much easier. Passengers are going to be able to ride for free, and it's going to make it's just going to make life a bit easier for folks to get to jobs, to get to school, get to the local businesses that, as we already heard, have been great partners during all of this. You know, Ride KC put out this report that since 2016, the streetcar has already provided 15 million rides. And that, I mean, 15 million rides, that's like pretty amazing already. And, you know, this is, again, I know I'm an infrastructure nerd. It's absolutely about the infrastructure of it all. But the infrastructure is what provides those opportunities for our small businesses to boost our local economy, to create jobs, and to connect people. And I can tell you right now, we need to be connected to each other more than ever. We need to be getting people in community and having conversations with each other. And this is going to be one of the tools to make that happen. And for all of us pragmatic Midwesterners, this project came in $7 million under budget. Now, if you guys could come help me, this is a major partnership. This required local partners. It required federal investments, and those did happen on a bipartisan basis. We passed the bipartisan infrastructure law. I was absolutely proud to support that. I mean, I'm just going to say this. I was proud to be the only person in the Kansas delegation to vote for this, because these are the kinds of projects that we're going to get to see from this. We're also going to continue to see the more than 370 projects that have shovels in the ground, everything from replacing lead pipes to modernizing US 69 and rebuilding crumbling bridges throughout the KC metro area. And today is proof that when we invest in communities, those benefits of that are absolutely tangible, they're lasting, they're concrete. See what I did there? No, okay. Literally concrete. So to everyone who worked on this project, thank you so much. To everyone who is going to be jumping on the streetcar and getting where you need to go, thank you for being part of that. Our planners, our construction crews. I know I saw some folks over here. The folks who are getting us where we need to go and making sure that we're safe as we get there. The streetcar it's just exciting. It's a path to opportunity, connection, and growth. And I appreciate getting the chance to do something where we get to celebrate the work of the people of this community. So I'm going to stop there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Congresswoman. I now am proud to introduce our representative from Missouri's 5th District, Congressman Emanuel Cleaver.
Good morning. The Continental Army had just suffered 3 devastating defeats in New York. They made their way back to Pennsylvania. And when a young writer named Thomas Paine, who had a pamphlet called The American Crisis that he wrote each month, he wrote some words that we still remember. These are the times that try men's soul. These are the times, again, that try men's souls and women's souls. And I could stand here and paint a picture that could be placed in a horror gallery on how difficult these times are. But there is, even in the midst of ugliness, some joy. And those of us who are fortunate to live in this community, we can experience joy with the understanding that none of this would happen without some cooperation. The cooperation from the federal government and the municipal governments and the county governments and the ATAs and the corporate community. We are doing something today that probably no other city is doing on this continent. we're celebrating a big success because we work together. And when people talk to me about Kansas City, I said, do you go to the Chiefs games? Most people don't want to admit it because they're secret fans of the Chiefs, even if they live in Buffalo. But I tell them, watch the machine work together. Go to Arrowhead, watch the machine work together. And this community is a machine that works together. And we ought to be proud of what these folk have done. Now, on the final statement about cooperation, I was downtown, in the downtown area, not too far from Crown Center, with one of my family members who had come here. And a couple of businessmen were standing outside, and I waved at them, and they beckoned me to come across the street, which I did. And they said, Congressman, this is a mess. We can't get into our stores. We can't do anything. Everything is bad. This is horrible. And I said, Sly James and Quentin Lucas's phone numbers. It's called cooperation.
Thank you, Congressman, and that's a great segue, actually, to the man who needs no introduction, our mayor, Mayor Quentin Lucas.
How's everybody doing today? Y'all should be even happier. I am your last speaker, and we're going to start riding this train soon. First of all, I want to talk about how proud I am today of so many things around us. I am proud to have Emmanuel Cleaver as our congressman today, tomorrow, 2 years from now. We are proud to have you with us. I am proud to have a good friend like Congresswoman Sharice Davids. Y'all may not know this, but Sharice and I went to law school together. And shortly after she finished law school, we had a coffee in the Crossroads area talking about settling in Kansas City. This was probably 2010 or early 2011. And it would be hard to imagine all the improvements and all the progress we would see. But thanks to some outstanding people, we have been able to see these differences. In early 2011, the people of Kansas City had the wisdom to elect Sly James as mayor. And Mayor James was a visionary. Working with a number of folks, he said this streetcar system could be a game changer, not just for transit, not just for economic development, but for the future of Kansas City itself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give flowers to Sly James, everyone who worked with them as we built up the streetcar. I am proud, and the city manager already noted, of the visions that we have seen for even a generation of Kansas Cityans. As was noted, Mayor Barnes saw that we needed to be connected more fully. During Mayor Cleaver's tenure, we saw we needed to renovate important sites like Union Station and the Liberty Memorial. And as we say we are not done yet, we need to make sure that the story of streetcars, something that Mayor James tried before, is something that we continue. We bridge important divides. East-west across Troost, east-west across state lines, and more than anything, working each day to connect our entire community. So what I encourage all of us to do today is certainly celebrate what we have been able to do, but also to recognize the work ahead. In that work ahead, we want to make sure that we acknowledge all of those who've had a key role within it. He's not with us today, but Congressman Sam Graves of Northwest Missouri has done outstanding work making sure we could have the support we needed. Everyone on this platform party has played a key role, and many of you, not just out watching here, but watching on television and beyond, have been believers in the future of public transit for Kansas City. So earlier we got to hear from the Bunch children, and hello again to all of you. I get to have my son with us today. My 4-year-old son gets a chance to know a Kansas City with this great fixed connection throughout our community. We get to build it for so many more, and we get to say that Kansas City truly is a city that cares about its history, has reclaimed legacy areas like the riverfront, Union Station, downtown, the plaza, and more. But more than anything, Kansas City is committed to connecting people for generations ahead. So thank you to everybody who has been part of this. And let me just say this before I go. We have been through pandemics. We've been through a lot of different interesting presidential elections, mayoral ones, so many others. But there is somebody I always call, and he is smiling at me. And that's Tom Guerin, the happiest man on the face of the earth. And I've said time and again, Tom, what are we going to do? And Tom says, we'll be all right. I said, Tom, I don't know if we'll find money. We'll be all right. Tom, we need $100 million from somebody. He says, we'll find a way. Tom has gone to Jefferson City, Washington, Topeka, City Hall like every day. He is working his tail off. And today is a sign not just of him, but of his staff, and everyone's been a part of it. So make some noise for everybody who has worked to make this happen. So y'all ain't got to sit down. Kansas City, are you ready to ride? Kansas City, are you ready to ride? We're going to go flip the switch with the Roo and ride the Kansas City streetcar. Thank you so much.
I'm going to have you count it down.
5 or 10.
Or do 10.
Hey, this way. Thank you. All right. Hey, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Hey, good to see you. Hey, it's good to see you, man. Thank you so much. All right. Howdy, howdy. All right, Roo. Everybody feeling ready? Okay. All right. All right. Oh, we on. We will get our platform party filled in. Our federal electeds are way back there. All right. All right. Y'all doing all right? I was about to sing to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mario, keep coming. We going to Kansas City. Kansas. We go ahead. He's coming. You trying to? Oh, come on, come on, come on.
Oh man,
All right, all right. You can stand right here. You go turn around. All right. All right. Sly, come on through. Eric? All right.
Can I do the microphone?
Come on, Eric.
You got to stop for you this time.
Can I do the
Come on, Eric. Yes. Eric, you in the sign spot.
I do the microphone?
Okay. All right. Is this everybody? All right. Come on, County Executive. All right. So we are going to count down from 10. We're going to go from this side and the other. And Rue, I know you got long arms. You're a key part of it. I'll have my little son, Bennett, as part of it too. So we are counting down from 10. I've not practiced. We'll try to make it work. All right. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy Streetcar!
So there you have it. The streetcar extension is officially open. Such a historic day right here in the Metro. We are going to continue our coverage. Be sure to join us on air throughout the day today and throughout the weekend as well. We know a lot of events are happening, including the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk. Coming up after the break, I'll be joined by KCTV5 Sharon Chin to tell you a little bit more about that. But I am going to leave you with this live look as city officials mark this historic moment right here in Kansas City.
So I would love if you come out.
Welcome back into KCTV 5 Plus. I want you to take a look at your screen right here. This is some file video over the past couple of years. We are less than 24 hours away from the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk on Crown Center Square. This annual event is designed to unite communities, celebrate courage and hope, and helps in the fight to end breast cancer. And to tell us a little bit more about it is KCTV 5's Sharon Chen. Sharon, good morning, first of all. How's it going?
It is going good.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly out
It
there
is.
and rainy, and I think that's what's going to happen for tomorrow, but it's okay. We're
Yeah.
rolling with it. It's going to be a great day.
And again, like we talked about, that energy for sure. You have an early wake-up call tomorrow, but this is not the first time. You've been a part of this annual event for some time. What keeps you coming back year after year?
It is one of the biggest causes to impact women all around the nation. I mean, this is, something that's been going on for more than 30 years across the nation. Tomorrow will be 17 years here in Kansas City that we've done this Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk. And you think about how many women are impacted by breast cancer. And this is something that we can do to impact research, to give hope to women battling this deadly disease. It's just an amazing community to be a part of.
And it literally brings out kids. It brings out dogs like we just saw there, women and men, grandparents, people of all different ages. So what do you look forward to the most, Sharon? I know it's for a great cause, but every single year, what do you look forward to the most?
It's amazing being among the survivors, but we also call them thrivers because these are women that have gone through battles of their lives and they survived and they're out there celebrating it. And you can't imagine just the energy from that and being in the middle of that and being able to be a part of it and, be with these women as they kick off this, not just a walk, but this tremendous celebration. It is amazing. It's electric.
Yeah, and to see so many videos on social media year after year, not only here in Kansas City, but I mean, throughout the country, Sharon, and, to think about it, to put it into perspective that it's women, there's Carolyn.
Yeah, there she is.
There's women there that have survived, and there are women that are still going through it actively. So it's definitely touching, and it's a moment that you definitely have to be there and to just be in the moment. So Sharon, you have sat down with some women, and Lauren has too, Lauren Magarino, to tell their stories. What has been your biggest takeaway?
It is, let me just touch on this real quickly. You asked me why I'm a part of it too. And, this is such a huge moment. And I just want to say that it's not just a moment, it is an incredible movement.
That's right,
And a lot of reason why I am part of it too is because of that lady that we saw right there, Carolyn, and her involvement in, the fight against breast cancer in this town. And so, I wanted to be a part of it because it is such an incredible thing that you can do for your community, but also for women in general. So that's another part of it. But yes, we have been telling these amazing stories of portraits of hope ambassadors. And these are stories, like we said, the survivors and the thrivers. These are the true stories of the women who've gone through it. You have women from young to old, some that were diagnosed with cancer since they were 25 years old. That's so young. But then you have the others that have gone through life and they got diagnosed later. And so these are all of a sudden just these tremendous challenges that these women have to face, and listening to their stories and hearing how they got through it, how they beat it, it's just truly inspirational.
So Sharon, if you were to tell our viewers right now in this moment, I mean, one reason why they should come out tomorrow morning, what would that reason be?
Oh, to support and be a part of a community. Because one thing that all of these portraits of hope stories said, and I think is so important for people who have been diagnosed with breast cancer or going through it now, they said, you don't have to go through it alone. There are so many resources and just support out there for, people who are fighting against cancer, breast cancer, any kind of cancer. You have so much support in this community from, people being able to call the American Cancer Society and find resources there to events like this, and being a part of that and just I'm telling you, it's just something you don't want to miss.
Yeah.
It is a tremendous event, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like we talked about, the energy is so much
Yeah.
fun. There's music, and it's just everybody's in such a great mood.
Yeah.
It's really something you don't want to miss.
It's an early wake up call, but it doesn't
is.
feel like it, right?
Oh,
because
it's
you
worth
get out
it.
there and, like you said, that music and just the community of it all.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking to doctors throughout the year, but especially during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Cancer
Yes.
Walk as well, is just make sure you're checking in with your primary doctor and getting checked out if
Yeah.
something does not seem normal. So for the people who want to go tomorrow, there's still time to register. We're going to take you
Yes,
to the
there
website
is.
in just a moment. But what time does it all get underway tomorrow?
So 8:15
Okay.
is when we will kick off the events at the starting line. Let's just say that way. It's going to be so much fun. Like we said, Lauren and I will be out there as MCs, but I think also the Casey drum line, they're going to be out there to get the
how
beat
fun.
going. Yeah, and I believe Casey Wolf is going to be out there too, but it's so much fun, you guys. And just get out there. Yes, it's early in the morning, but I guarantee you it's a great way to kind of get the day going. Not just, with this fun event, but also just get out there, breathe in the fresh air. And yeah, it's a little rainy tomorrow, but you know what? We'll just roll with it.
Rain or shine, you guys will be
Yep,
out there,
we are
decked
gonna be
out
out
in
there.
your pink, which I am so excited to see the
Yes.
outfits. I remembered your outfit last year, Sharon, now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm excited to see it. And again, there's still time to register. You can go to our website, or you can actually go to the official website as well, which is right here on your screen, to learn the event details and also to register. And not only register for yourself, but bring some friends
Yes.
as well. So we want
Grab
to direct
everybody.
you to our website, kctv5.com, where you can see our coverage during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Sharon and Lauren have been putting together some amazing stories. I'm hearing from women who have been through this, who are still going through it. So be sure to head over to our website and also download the KCTV5 News app. Sharon, thank you so much for joining me here on
course.
KCTV5 Plus.
All right.
Welcome back into KCTV5 Plus on this Red Friday. Blind Box Barbecue is teaming up with Rishi Rice to create some delicious signature flavors. And here with all the tailgate approved dishes and a little bit more about that partnership with Rishi Rice, I'm joined now by Joe Tulipana with Blind Box Barbecue. Joe, thank you so much for joining me on this Red Friday. How are you?
Good, how are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming in on this Red Friday. I want to jump straight into it. Tell me a little bit more about that partnership with Rishi Rice, because if we follow him on social media, like I know many of our viewers do, he's been posting about it. So tell us a little bit more.
He has. He's great at it. I mean, he loves barbecue. Grew up in Texas, so he comes by it honestly, and lucky enough, we were able to partner with him, and as well as his foundation, the Rishi Rice Legacy Foundation.
And from my understanding, he handpicked some of the dishes and sides. Tell us more about that as well.
He did, yeah. So we gave him the full spread. We brought out all the options. We went one by one and ended up with 2 dishes. One, a starter, which is called our sweet chili kickoff. It's our baby back ribs tossed in a sweet and spicy chili sauce with beef tallow fries. And then the main plate is called the heavyweight plate. Spare ribs, burn-ins, collard greens, mac and cheese, bourbon baked beans, and to top it off, a nice cornbread muffin with honey butter.
As we just saw there on our screen. I mean, you're making me hungry. You didn't bring any barbecue up here. But, he's from Texas, like you touched on. And we know next to Kansas City, they're one of the best places to get barbecue. So we definitely trust his opinion. So there's also been some buzz about what Rishi Rice will wear on Monday when the Chiefs face off against the Commanders. Can you kind of give us a sneak peek as to what he'll be wearing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were lucky enough to partner with Shawana from Makes Me Smile, who did a nice bag for him, and that ties right into this awesome custom jacket. Both local designers, by the way, but the jacket's Q from Gold Bar Limited, made co-branded Rishi Rice Blind Box. But that's all I can say. Otherwise, we're gonna have to tune in to check out more details.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We will take the inside scoop. I was going to say, if we happen to miss his walk-in, where can we learn more about the duffel and the jacket? Are you able to tell us?
Well, just keep up with our website. Our social is obviously very active right now. We've got a great event coming up here on the 6th of November at our Shawnee location. He'll be out there signing autographs. It's free. And we'll be doing some nice giveaways and some other surprises as well. So come check us out.
I was just getting ready to ask you about that autograph signing event. What date is that again?
It's November 6th from 5 to 7 at our Shawnee location.
Alrighty, definitely putting that on the calendar as well. And so let's talk about Thanksgiving. Where can people order their Thanksgiving meal?
Yeah, so we do something called holiday offerings every year. It's very popular. The whole point is just to make it easy on everyone, take the stress out of the holidays. So we offer bundles, which include the turkey, the sides, the desserts, all that. But we also do a ton of a la carte, whole hams, turkeys, prime rib, smoked salmon, all the sides you could think of, and about 4 or 5 different homemade pies. So most people opt to pick it up cold the day before. It comes with reheat instructions. We just try to make it as easy as possible on everyone.
Love that. And from my understanding, you guys are getting ready, or you have celebrated your 10-year anniversary. Is that right?
That's right, August 28th.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It's a little belated, but definitely congratulations. Much
Appreciate
success there, especially with this partnership with Rishi Rice. We'll have to keep our eyes tuned in to the walk-in on Monday to see exactly what Rishi is going to be wearing, since you can only give us a little sneak peek. But if we want to learn more about this partnership and Blind Box Barbecue in general, where can we go?
Definitely give us a follow on socials, Facebook, Instagram, Blind Box BBQ, and then our website is blindboxbbq.com.
Joe with Blind Box Barbecue, I want to thank you so much for joining me here on KCTV5 Plus, and happy Red Friday to you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back into KCTV 5 Plus. Today marks 1 week until Halloween, and one local car wash is celebrating unlike any other. Tommy's Express Car Wash is bringing you Tunnel of Terror. And here to tell us a little bit more about it is Caitlin Schumacher, who is the general manager at the car wash in Overland Park. Caitlin, thank you so much for joining me here on KCTV 5 Plus. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
I am doing well, and I'm excited to talk about this because I have seen so many haunted car washes on social media, and come to find out there's one in Overland Park. So tell us a little bit more about how this idea came about.
Yeah, here at Tommy's Express, we've been doing it now for the last 3 years. I know that our corporate sites have been doing it a little bit longer, but for here in the Kansas City metro area, this is our 3rd year doing it. 3rd year, and we're growing, and we're getting a little bit better at it, as well as the traction is growing as well. This is an excellent family-friendly event for anybody to come to. Bring your family, your friends, your pets. We love to see everybody in this spooky season. We're going to make you scream for that clean as you're coming through our haunted car wash. All members are 100% free to come through. It is paid through your membership for you to come through our event. If you aren't a member with us, that's okay. We have a discounted rate of just $20 to come through our haunted car wash at our top wash as well. We do slow down our system so we get a little bit more time with you guys so that we can interact and get a little bit more screams maybe out of you. But again, this is family friendly, so we are not doing anything too crazy. We're just here to really bring on the spooky season.
I love that. Family friendly. We definitely want to throw that out there. That's an important thing to add. But you said you're spending a little bit more time during this car wash. So it goes by a little slower than typical. So walk us through what people can expect. We're kind of getting a sneak peek with this promo you all sent us. But
yeah.
I mean, what are people really getting when they go through this car wash?
Yeah, you're going to get interaction as soon as you come on that property to as soon as you leave the property. As soon as you come on, you're going to get interaction from not just us, but also some volunteers that we have. We partnered up with both St. Teresa's dance team and UMKC's dance team on both separate nights so that they can come and help us with the scaring factors outside of the tunnel, as well as we can handle some more stuff in the tunnel. But we're gonna kind of get you right as you come on that property, right at the very entrance. When you're talking to us at the window, we might try to get you there too, but we might chase you out of the whole wash as it is. We might run after the car. I had a few people do that this last week, and then it went over quite well. So.
Okay, so I want to talk about reactions here in a moment, because I'm thinking personally, what I would do with this is prank people, not even telling them like I'm going to go get a car wash or what kind of car wash it is, and then they're surprised. But tell me a little bit more about how it all comes together. I mean, how long does it take for you all to go from your normal business day to putting all of this together at night for people to get scared?
Yeah, we do close at 5 p.m. Tonight and tomorrow so that we have an hour to get set up. Some of our decor is already set up, just our Halloween basic stuff. So we have some skeletons already out, just kind of waving around the property. But from that, what we'll do is we'll just turn on our nice black lights, our red lights, get a little spooky, and the sun starts to go down. So that kind of helps us out as well. So we take that hour to really spookify this place and add some fog machines in. And we really just want to make sure it's an all-around great experience whenever you're coming through.
Celebrating unlike any other car wash. Okay, so tell me a little bit more about the reactions. What are people of all different ages? How do they react to the car wash here? Because you said you guys have been doing it for some time now, for 3 years.
Yeah, I will say that first year, our weather didn't really play part on our side. It was pouring rain, so we've done a little bit better with planning out our weather days this year and the last year. And people they'll scream real loud, and sometimes they'll just laugh at you. You'll get different reactions out of everybody. But we try to do little pop outs, and we'll try to pop out at you, but we don't do anything too harsh when it comes to the vehicle, because we understand there's a lot of money behind those vehicles. So we don't want to do anything that makes you think something could have happened to your very, very pricey vehicle.
No, definitely. People want to hear that. They don't want anything to happen to their vehicles. They don't want anything to happen to their kids. You said it's family friendly as well. So how long does it typically last to go through the car wash? Because I know you also said that you guys kind of slow it down so that you guys, the volunteers and the people that work there, can spend a little bit more time with each vehicle.
Yeah, so typically on a normal day, it will take around 2 minutes to go through the car wash. For our tunnel of tear, it's going to take closer to 2.5, maybe closer to 3 minutes, just because we want to slow it down enough so that we have enough time with you, but not to the point where you're too freaked out. We don't want that to happen to anybody at any point. We've always told people you can throw on your hazards if something is wrong within your vehicle, and then that's kind of a teller for us that we can watch you and make sure that you're okay a little bit more. But overall, I mean, it's just going to be about a 3-minute ride through the wash. It is only until 8 p.m., so we're doing this from 6 to 8 p.m.
Caitlin, I'm just smiling over here. I think that this is so very cool, and I'm so happy that it's happening in Overland Park. And I'm also happy that you guys are including people in our community to be volunteers and get them involved, something to do as they end their night each night. So why do you all continue? Again, you've been doing this for 3 years. Why do you come back year after year?
It just keeps growing each year. And honestly, the response that we receive from our members whenever they come through and just see the little of decorations that we have, they then follow it up by saying, wait, are you guys doing that haunted car wash thing again? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Are you excited about it? And then they get a smile and I'm like, okay, cool. We're all on the same page and we all really want to have a spooky season and have a great time.
And a great time you guys are definitely having. So this is the last weekend ahead of Halloween in exactly 1 week. So what do people need to know and where can they actually learn more information?
Yeah, you can go on our website or you can call any of our stores directly. Here in the metro area, our Ridgeview location is doing our Tunnel of Terror as well as our Overland Park location. We do have 3 locations within the whole metro. Our 3rd location is staying open for normal business hours and normal operations if people still are wanting to go and just vacuum or clean as normal. But you're more than welcome to call any one of those sites or look at one of our websites to find out more information directly from them.
Caitlin, I can't thank you enough for joining me here on KCTV 5 Plus as we look ahead to Halloween. We prepare to get spooked out and maybe go to some haunted car washes. Again, this is all happening in Overland Park. And yeah, thank you again, Caitlin. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
We're going to take a quick break, but I am going to leave you all with this spooky video coming in once again from Tommy's Express Car Wash, the Tunnel of Terror. We'll be right back after the break.
We're kicking off a very gloomy weekend out there with multiple rounds of rain, and even today we could find some thunderstorms out there. While everything will stay sub-severe, this rain is still impactful to daytime plans both today and on your Saturday. And new for you this morning, we're even keeping a rain chance on until Sunday too. We'll drop the first one by Sunday, but overall a very gloomy weekend and one where you will need the rain gear close by for the majority of it. So let's jump right into your Friday, get you what you need to know so that you can start to look ahead into the rest of your weekend and adjust those outdoor plans accordingly. For today, most of the area has already tapped into rain so far this morning. We have a first warn in place from now all the way through that 5 o'clock hour tonight, within which we'll find multiple rounds of showers out there. Around lunchtime is when we could find and hear some rumbles of thunder. Again, this won't be a huge thunderstorm outbreak or anything like that. It's actually just light to moderate rainfall, but over time it will really dampen the mood out there and bring a wetter start to the weekend and tee us up for another rainy day on your Saturday. So that's why that first warn is in place today. Also, with a lot of cloud cover that we're all now finding, cool temperatures in the mid-50s is where we're going to end up today. That's very similar to this morning. Clouds act as a stabilizer to those temperatures and can keep us pretty constant. So we're going to stay in the 50s all day long alongside those all-day rain chances. First, let's time those out for you, and then I have the newest data for you that came in just a couple hours ago that gives us a high-resolution look at what we can expect from the rest of our weekend. Those rain chances today pushing up to 80% right now and will continue that way just past lunchtime. As we go into the mid to late afternoon, we'll scale that back slightly, but as I mentioned, still keep that first warn intact until that 5 o'clock hour passes us by. Then into the evening, we are looking to get drier. So if you are trying to get out and about, maybe outdoor plans tonight, Friday night football, trunk or treats, we're 1 week out from Halloween, know that your evening is looking drier than the rest of the day, but still not a bad idea to keep that rain gear on hand, as that 30% chance of rain will stick alongside with us and continue into your early Saturday. Future Track Radar gives us a high resolution look through the rest of your day on Friday and even into your Saturday and Sunday. And it's a pretty messy look. This is where we're finding the highest rain potential right now over the next couple of hours through lunchtime. And then that rain slowly decreases in coverage and likelihood into the afternoon as our atmosphere starts to dry out, wears itself out, but we will still hold on to that cloud cover. So don't expect any sunshine today. Moving on towards the evening is when we'll find that first warn get done and over with in a drier night. This newest data even looks drier than previous model runs were showing us, which is a really great thing for Friday night plans. But you'll see as activity tries to spark back up late tonight into your Saturday morning. That's when you'll need the rain gear yet again. We have another wave of rain pulling through again from the south and west, just like today's, as this rain and system just really sticks around, doesn't give us a whole lot of a break over the next 36 hours or so. Through the late morning on Saturday, much like what we're experiencing right now, we're finding an increase in rain chance and coverage. That wave of rain pushes northward, overtaking I-70 downtown, right as we're trying to get out and about for Saturday afternoon plans. So that rain, much like today's, again, very reminiscent of what we'll find out there on your Friday. Just scattered showers, pretty light rainfall. Some pockets of moderate rainfall is possible from time to time, but that's not going to be the overall nature of this rain. It's going to be pretty light and just overall kind of annoying as we walk through the rest of your weekend. We try to dry out into Saturday night, but then even more rain on tap for your Sunday. That's where we bring in that 30% chance as the system finally pushes off to our east, but could still throw some drops of rain our way through your Sunday afternoon. Let's bring things back to Friday. Let's talk about the here and now and what you need to know to get your weekend started. First of all, it is a cool rest of the day. We're finding temperatures in the 50s all the way through these next few hours and into the afternoon. That's where we'll be in the evening too. Those clouds really keeping us steady, but that rain keeping us cool and cooler than what we've had these past couple days with all that sunshine. Then moving into the evening, that's when we'll try to dry things out and then get on with the rest of our night. Now, it's not going to be a completely dry night overall, but it will be better than what we're finding outside right now and through the afternoon. So if you're trying to get outside for trunk or treats, any Halloween festivities, then just wait a little bit, try to get past about 6 o'clock, and then those rain chances are lower at 30%. Temperatures still cool, so I would still suggest you have long sleeves or a light layer, or your rain jacket could kind of serve a dual purpose as rain gear and just long sleeves on you, because we will be cooler as we go through the evening, much like what you'll experience over at the gridiron. So if you're headed out for any Friday night football, still not talking any really thunderstorms to disrupt these games, but it's just this inconvenient rainfall as we move into the evening that will stick around for some of us. Rain chances difficult to come by as the night goes on, but still just don't want you to be too caught off guard if you do find some rain out there as we navigate your Friday evening. So that's Friday and Saturday. 80% today right now through the early afternoon, then that scales back into the evening. Saturday, that rain chance boosts back up into the mid to late morning, continues through the afternoon, and pulls right back in the evening yet again. First warn in place both days for that increased rain potential. Though Saturday, we're not talking any rumbles out there. We will keep things quiet and keep things damp. That includes on your Saturday morning. So let's talk about the Making Strides Breast Cancer Walk. And I want you to know that you're going to want rain gear out there. Maybe not umbrellas, but at least just a raincoat and a way to keep that rain off of you, because it will be pretty steady and over time kind of soak through your clothes, and you just don't want to be caught outside with damp clothes, especially with cool temperatures like the ones we'll have tomorrow too. So keep that in mind. Same deal as today, just a slightly lower chance for rain today. We're looking to have the bulk of that impacts from this weather maker in our atmosphere. Then as we go into Sunday, we pull that rain chance back down to a 30%. It's looking like spotty showers out there, and in general, temperatures do look to be slightly warmer. I really doubt you'll notice that much of a difference, but for what it's worth, we'll try to get back up to the 60s on your Sunday. Spotty rain there, so don't go without the rain gear, because you might be one of the unlucky ones that does tap into some rain on your Sunday afternoon. But more likely than not, you will stay dry. If you want to get outside and have the best chance of not finding rain this weekend, that's going to be on your Sunday. I know this rain is not what we necessarily want to see when we're going through the weekend, but I want you to know that it does look to bring a healthy drink of water. So at least there's that little bit of goodness we can hold on to with this forecast, even though it does kind of muddy up some of those weekend plans. The highest rain and highest rain potential does look to fall south of I-70. So down there is through today, we can find totals potentially up to 1 or 1.5 inches. Here in Kansas City downtown, we're talking closer to about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. We'll add on to that through your Saturday, especially south of I-70 yet again, as that second wave of rain pulls through, bolsters those rain totals and that rainfall potential. And then we're really not going to add much onto these rain totals by the time Sunday comes around, but it is possible we do so by the time we get around to Monday and Tuesday. Those will bring our third and fourth first warns that we currently have intact, both at a 50% chance of rain, but this time it's possible that we find some thunderstorm activity. Now, Monday, Chiefs game. They're back at Arrowhead, so we're going to be watching that very closely. Recent data has been showing that we're going to be able to lower that rain chance for your Monday and Tuesday. It's kind of shifting that rain over to Tuesday instead of on Monday, which contradicts a lot of the previous model runs that we were receiving. So we're going to continue to tweak and fine tune this forecast as we get even better data into the First Warn 5 Weather Center. But just keep in mind that's something we're tracking, and we're still eyeing that increased chance for rain and storms on your Monday night and into your Tuesday. There's your Security Bank 7-day forecast where you could see all of that and more laid out for you. Those temperatures staying pretty mild in the 50s and 60s in the afternoons, and honestly not all that different in the mornings. We'll start off in the 50s through the weekend, and then next week is when we'll find that another blast of cooler air, maybe even starting off in the 30s by the time we get past a cold front arriving early next week. That's what's going to try and drive those rain and storm chances on your Monday and Tuesday. Bring those first ones around before we then could go on with bringing back the sunshine. That will be met with temperatures in the 50s by Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to be a few days before we can bring that sunshine back to our area, so just expect gloomy skies all throughout the weekend and keep that rain gear close by.
Welcome back into KCTV 5 Plus. If you are just now joining me, I'm Janae Hancock. I'm here to bring you your local news headlines. If you happen to miss everything on the morning show today, I'm here to bring you everything that you need to know as you start your Friday or head into the weekend. We do want to start off with this right here on your screen. 3 black business owners are suing Westport, claiming a racketeering scheme destroyed their companies. The lawsuit targets the Westport Community Improvement District and several property owners. The business owners claim officials made discriminatory comments about the quote hip-hop crowd they attract, linking their customers to violence. They say this led to violated leases, blocked business plans, and company failures. The lawsuit also alleges the CID uses good neighbor agreements to control who gets liquor licenses in Westport. The Westport Community Improvement District strongly denies the allegations, saying it's committed to diversity and good business practices. And moving along with your local news headlines this hour, an ordinary-looking Airbnb in downtown Kansas City, Kansas, was hiding a deadly secret. Police seized 9 pounds of fentanyl, enough to kill everyone in the state of Kansas. Now, officers also found meth, marijuana, pills, and nearly a dozen guns during their search. Investigators call it one of the biggest drug busts in the metro area. Police say even a tiny amount of fentanyl can be lethal, making this seizure potentially devastating for the entire region.
We got to understand that every time we're not putting these people in jail and raiding their house, you have basically like a weapon of mass destruction floating around out there.
Now, 3 suspects now face federal conspiracy charges. The Airbnb owners were unaware of the illegal activity and are considered victims in this case. Big changes could be coming to the Country Club Plaza. We spoke with the new owners about their blueprint for the future, which includes wider sidewalks, more outdoor dining, and lots more green space. The goal, making the plaza feel more like a place where you actually want to hang out.
Once you're there as a pedestrian, you feel like you have as much space and priority as the automobile. And, then you can push your stroller and walk your dogs and feel safe and comfortable.
So, of course, this is something that we will continue to follow here at KCTV5, and you can learn more about the plaza's plans at a public meeting on December 3rd. And today, Kansas City will break ground, if you happen to miss it, I should say. They broke ground on the $300 million project. It'll reinvest into one of America's first Black co-op housing developments. And we were talking about Parade Park, the site of decades-long issues, including recent ones like fires and deteriorating conditions. KCTV5's Gabby Luma explains why this is a bittersweet moment for these families.
I'm KCTV5's Gabby Luma in front of the Parade Park complex, apartment units and area where a $300 million redevelopment project is set to break ground here this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Now, these apartments have been an issue for residents here and the city as they have continually caught fire in recent months. Our crews have been out here multiple times, even this week, for a fire. I know I was out here in August, and many residents here say that they are just tired of the continually deteriorating buildings, as well as all of these fires. They say they are ready to move on, though it is a bittersweet moment, as this was actually the nation's first Black-owned co-op. And city leaders here are just hoping that they can really revitalize this area and make it what it once was.
And friends and family gathered to remember Hazen Duffy during a visual last night. If you happen to remember that Hazen was the young girl who was killed, unfortunately, while riding her bike to school, I believe last Monday. So the family asked us to keep our cameras at a distance while the visual was going on last night. KCTV5's Betsy Webster was there.
There is a growing memorial here now protected by a tent, a mountain of stuffed animals for a little girl still young enough to play with them.
We learned in moments like this that there is nothing promised. Tomorrow is not promised.
Many gathered across the street to show their love together. The crowd grew to more than 100. They stood as one, sending a message just by being here.
Hazen did for us what the church has not been able to do. She brought the community together.
And perhaps her legacy will be change to protect the next child.
When you're coming down the street and you reach this intersection, say a prayer for the family. Slow down in remembrance of Hazen.
What you see here is called a ghost bike. You can find them around the world memorializing people killed on their bicycles. And I've seen them before, but rarely so small. To see a child's bike covered in white like that, well, it is a powerful tribute and reminder. In South Kansas City, Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.
And unfortunately, we have more heartbreaking news on this Friday. The young boy who was hit riding his e-scooter has died. Leawood police say that Duke Omert was riding an e-scooter home last Monday when a vehicle hit him. He was rushed to the hospital where he died days later. The driver stayed on the scene to talk to police, but they are still looking for more information about this crash. So if you know anything, you are asked to contact Leawood police. Turning to a Feel Good Friday story now, a unique mural was unveiled in Carrollton, Missouri. There are only a few others like this across the entire country. KCTV5's Chandler Watkins reports on why a national group chose Carrollton for this project that features work from many local artists.
But I feel like it ties the community more together, more now than ever. It's beautiful.
Marilyn Miller has lived in Carroll County her whole life. A nurse by trade, she was inspired to get involved in the mural by her mother-in-law. Over 100 tiles were painted by Carroll County residents. Many attended the grand unveiling and could be seen searching for their tiles.
This mural is one of 50 across the country. Looking at it from a distance, you can see trees, a person overlooking the nature, but then as you get closer, you can see all of the individual tiles that make up this piece. The artist behind it tells me it's meant to symbolize unity through art.
The mural is now on display outside the Carroll County Historical Museum. Miller says she's grateful to be part of this project.
It's amazing. I mean, to be honest, to have that many individuals tied to one piece of art, and not only that, but to experience it with so many different individuals, it's words can't even explain it.
Reporting in Carrollton, Chandler Watkins, KCTV 5 News.
A Kansas City teacher is suing the Barstow School after she was accused of celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, something she says she did not do. The wrongful termination suit claims Amanda Lee was fired after she showed students a headline about Kirk's death. It also says that she didn't celebrate or make any derogatory remarks. She is now looking for $25,000 from the school for breach of contract. Now, KCTV5 has reached out to the school for comment, and they say that their employment practices are fair, but they did not discuss the incident any further. Nearly $500 million is going toward improving highways in the state of Kansas. Governor Laura Kelly announced 9 new projects along with KDOT. Projects in our region include replacing the Centennial Bridge in Leavenworth County, interchange construction at K10 and Lone Elm Road in Johnson County, and reconstructing K33 in Douglas County as well. Now, the governor says the changes will make a huge impact on the community. And speaking of the community, we want you to get out and about this weekend, even despite the weather. So we do have the perfect guide coming your way on what to eat, what to do with Adriana, KC Lifestyle Girl. So keep it tuned in here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back into KCTV 5 Plus. Oh, it is the time of week that we all look forward to. K-City Guide with Adriana, aka KC Lifestyle Girl. Hey there, how are you?
Hi, hello, Kansas City.
Hello.
It is a gloomy Friday
It
out
is.
there.
And you know what? I love your fit also because it's Red Friday, first of all.
Gotta pop the collars. We pop the collars.
And my girl is comfy. And this is the perfect outfit for today. We'll take another look at your forecast in just a moment, but we have to get you ready for the weekend.
Absolutely.
If you don't have any plans just yet and you want to get out and about, where should we start off tonight, Adriana?
Okay, so since it's gloomy and a little cold out there,
yeah,
I want you guys to be like really warm and cozy. So I feel like the best place to do this at for dinner is Garozzo's. Oh my gosh.
I have never been here.
What?
I have never been here. I've heard about it, though. I've heard about it. I'm getting
Kansas
booed
City,
on the sidelines here.
We need to give her a hard time because this is arguably the best Italian restaurant in Kansas City. And my family came to town last weekend, and this was the first restaurant that I took them to because...
What did you get?
Okay, so the standouts, number one for the appetizer, is the it's a stuffed artichoke.
Okay.
And it has like shrimp, it has prosciutto, it has cheese, and it is the most delicious appetizer you will ever have. I'm telling you.
So this is like
guys.
a Kansas City staple.
This is
like,
a
this
Kansas
is where you need to go.
And that right there is a chicken spadini. And then we got it Garozzo style. And so it's like marinated chicken breast and in Italian bread crumbs. And it's like skewed. So it's kind of looks like it's skewered and grilled. And it is... Oh, man. The stuffed artichoke.
She is speechless.
The stuffed artichoke plus the chicken spadini right there, like you're in heaven.
And it's packed there. It looks like in all the photos and videos, it's pretty
It's
packed.
always packed there. So it is cozy. It is warm. You got Italian, dishes. You have pasta.
Right.
I think I got the vodka rigatoni last time.
Okay.
And so,
which is always a good one.
Even the
to get
leftovers
at
are really good.
Yeah, to get at an Italian restaurant, but. Judging based off the booze I just got here on the sidelines from our news desk, I'm missing out.
Janae, you
gonna have
go.
to check it out. I've been here for 3 years and never had it. So
Girl.
I've heard of it though. I've heard of it.
You have to go.
So that's where we want to go for our Friday evening. And then,
again, because it's gloomy out there. It's cold.
It is.
Get inside, be nice and warm, and have
because
some
it's so
good-
easy to just stay in bed, Adriana, and just say like, I'm gonna catch up on some Netflix shows.
And you can do that after dinner because you're gonna be in food coma.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
We approve that for sure. Okay, so what else is happening Friday? Is anything else happening tonight?
So there's still more Halloween pop-up bars that are going on right now, and Boulevard Brewing is having the Boo Liver Halloween pop-up bar. And you got spooky food and brews. You got creepy cocktails. They have eerie events happening different nights, haunted happy hours, and everything just... I haven't been there yet, but just seeing in the video, like, look at, they have the little picture or photo booth area. And so, like, I love that picture that you just showed. It just shows the creepy cocktails so well, and it looks so spooktacular.
I feel like I've been slacking this season because I haven't even been to a spooky bar yet. I have been slacking this season.
You have this weekend and then all of next week.
Halloween is exactly
a week away.
1 week away. No costume, no spooky bar. I'm slacking.
I
it's okay.
I did get some extra costumes.
You were on it.
I might have to lend you one.
Yeah, because I need it for sure. Okay, no, but this is the perfect place to go. This is also getting into the fall feel, so you don't want to stay inside too long, but getting out and getting into the Halloween mood.
And if you want to get home early, you have the chance to as
look
well.
At this.
Oh, is that Sasquatch? Oh my gosh.
What is happening?
That is so funny. That's a great costume. Whoever decided to be Sasquatch for Halloween, you get bonus points.
That scared me a little bit, Adriana. I'm not going to lie to you, girl. I'm like, look at this. Okay, so this is what's happening tonight. Head home. You can still get home in enough time to watch your movies, do whatever you need to do.
Netflix
and then
chill.
Saturday, what's happening Saturday?
Okay, so Saturday at Starlight Theater. Now, this starts at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
This is the Sugar Skull musical, and it's really a Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, musical adventure. And so they have a little video right there on the screen that you can, that we are watching, and the costumes just look fantastic. I love the makeup. I love everything Day of the Dead, and this year Day of the Dead is the 1st and the 2nd.
Yeah.
And so we're really, we're in the days leading up to it. And so, again, this is a early, well, it's not early morning, but it's a morning show. So you can start, the day off with some music and good fun. And the kids will love this. This is really a family friendly show. And it's actually a bilingual show.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So it's really exciting. And, get out there, enjoy yourself, and see the costumes, see the face painting, see the mask. It's going to be a good time.
And it's family friendly, like you said, but
Yes.
the costumes are like legit too. So that's happening at Starlight after your Friday night plans, early Saturday, not too early though, 11 a.m. So that's good news.
Yes.
Okay, so what else is happening Saturday? We go to this, start the day off chill.
If you want to do some, mimosas.
We love that on Saturday. You got me there.
Mimosas and brunch, okay? Head to Blanc it's in Midtown. I was going to say Crossroads, but it's definitely in Midtown. And, the streetcar just opened. So if you do live downtown, you can take the streetcar because the extension just opened today. And they're having bottomless mimosas for 2 days only.
Ooh.
So, yes, you can go Saturday, but you also can make it Sunday if you'd like. And so they normally don't do bottomless mimosas. So when I saw this post of they're doing it, I know on the video it says the 24th and 25th, but what they meant was the 25th and the 26th, so Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And I've done brunch here before, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
They do have smaller portions. I will say that when it comes to the dishes, but you can order multiple dishes, and if you go with the girls, you can all kind of share and pick at each other's plates, which is and try everything, which I do recommend that. So it's a great place for brunch. Have you been there for brunch yet?
I have not.
Okay.
And I was
This is your weekend plan.
supposed to go here a few months ago, but it was raining outside so bad, and I canceled. I was one of those people. I canceled, but I still need to go here because I hear it's very popular and it's a good time.
And especially this weekend, 2 days only, bottomless mimosas.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing this because they're celebrating 1 year.
Yeah. Has it been 1 year?
Yes, 1 year.
That is crazy.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, I remember when they first started promoting that it was going to be coming. So the fact that they hit 1 year is great. And business has been great as well, seems like.
It seems like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I heard it's great. Okay, so what else is going on Saturday?
Okay, so this is going to be a family-friendly evening. It's called Night of the Living Farm, and it's at Deanna Rose Farmstead. Now, I know the weather's a little wonky this weekend, so they are watching it very closely because this is an outdoor event. And I think it's going to rain a little bit in the evening, and then it should be fine. I don't know. You guys are the experts.
Yeah, we're gonna take another look at your weather after this.
But it's there's some scary elements, and there's also some non-scary elements. There'll be tons of hay rides, line dancing in the dairy barn. There's gonna be carnival games, rubber duck races, spooky experiments, a flashlight pumpkin walk. So I think this is the best option in Kansas City for a family-friendly night.
Yeah.
In the metro. This is in Overland Park, and this is one night only. So if you can't make it out, I think this is going to be a fantastic evening. And they do so awesome with the lights, for Halloween and Christmas. So the lights spectacular. It's just really good. I can't wait for the Christmas show lights when the holidays come. It's going to be spectacular as well.
So you have a question. What is the flashlight pumpkin walk?
So what I think it is I think they're going to be giving out flashlights during the pumpkin walk. It's at nighttime, so they get to light their way through the pumpkin trail.
Okay. And I saw the scary hay rides in there as well. So that's where you got me. But again, it's family friendly.
Yes, family friendly. So they have scary and non-scary.
Yes.
So a little bit of everything for everybody.
So starting the day off, something very chill, and then ending the day off at something like that. But then also you need to eat, right?
Yes, you do.
And I'm excited to talk about this because as soon as I flipped it over to this tab,
that's me. And
it is. Oh, you just made me hungry.
Q39. When was the last time, Kansas City, you've been to Q39? For me, it was it had been some time, and so I took my family there. Q39 was the first Kansas City barbecue restaurant that I tried when I moved to Kansas City several years ago.
Same.
And so when they came here for the first time last weekend, this is the place I took them, and they were in love. And we actually fell in love with several dishes. And one of them was the chicken wings, which is on their appetizer menu.
Best wings on the planet.
And they're called the best wings
something.
on the planet, and they are absolutely delicious. The crisp, the breadedness is just light, and it's, oh gosh, they're so good. They have different
the way
sauces.
We're both getting hungry looking at this.
I know. And then they actually have a new menu out right now, and they have 6 new items on the menu. 2 that I can tell you about right now is the chips and dips, Q39 chips and dips. Now their house-made potato chips are fantastic.
I've never had them.
They're lightly dusted with the Q39 signature rub. And then they have caramelized onion dip, so it's a little chip and dip action for you.
I think this is it.
Yes, absolutely. And then you have, just try the chips. They're so good. And then they have the chicken griller. It's like a smoked chicken and with bacon jam. So it's like a sandwich, and it's chipotle barbecue sauce, provolone on toasted bread. And I still have yet to try the new menu items, and so I need to go back. I feel like I got the classics when I went there last weekend, and so now I'm just like, okay, it's time for the new menu items that I need to try. So I think that's on everybody's list for Saturday night's dinner.
And so now that we are all hungry, no, Q39 is good. Definitely a staple in KC as well. I have been there, so I'll throw that out there, barbecue wise. So how are we ending our night on Saturday?
Well, I mean, you can end your night with a bang if you want.
Very cash. If you can end it with a bang if you want to.
If you want to party and do Halloween in a very big way. Again, I know Halloween is next Friday.
Yeah.
But the parties are all this weekend. So KC Live Block is throwing their end of days Halloween party. And this is a Halloween party that happens every year, and I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but it's really fun. Everybody gets dressed up, and it's just one huge party. I mean, the DJs are amazing. The lights, like the light show, I'm so impressed by the light shows at their party at KC Live Block, and they have really just everything like decorated, and it's a lot of excitement. And this is a ticketed event, so you want to get tickets in advance. I know it gets a little crowded the day of the night. I've seen people get tickets the night of, and they're just in line for hours. Well, okay, maybe not hours, but for a long time.
It's long.
I take that back.
Long,
I was exaggerating for hours, but I've seen the line very long. And so I really don't know the ticket details, but if you go to KC Live Block's website, you can figure that stuff out.
Yeah.
But I do recommend this party if you really want to let loose and have some adult fun. It's 21 years and over. Have some drinks. It's going to be spooky fun all night long.
Yeah, and I have a question. So when do you consider Halloween? Like, is this officially Halloween, or is it next weekend?
So I would consider this weekend Halloween.
Okay, that's what I think so too.
Halloween, it comes to an end on Friday,
and then it's Christmas.
And then it's Christmas time. So once it hits November 1st, everything is Christmas lights and Christmas decorations. Like it is what it is.
They were judging me earlier because I'm like, I'm pulling out my Christmas tree next Saturday. It's happening the day after Halloween.
The day after Halloween. I mean, people argue like it. They say it doesn't come until after Thanksgiving. You got to celebrate Thanksgiving first, but. No.
Yeah, I mean,
Bring
the
out
longer the
decor.
better. I would wait for Mariah Carey, but she's taking too long this year. No, but I have been to this event, and it is packed. And like you said, those lines, I mean, you're not waiting hours, but you're waiting for sure.
I don't know why I said hours. I just remember just seeing the line so long, and so in my mind,
and you see it up close and personal for sure.
Yeah, because I live right there.
Yeah,
I live right there, and so I see all the action, and so I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so.
She won't be there.
I won't be there, but if you guys
she'll hear about
have
it
fun for me.
Yeah. Okay, so that's happening. That's how we're ending our Saturday with a bang.
Yes.
Sunday, what's happening?
So Sunday, what is happening Sunday? We got to go to brunch, okay? So head to Lula Southern Cookhouse. Have you been here for brunch?
I have been to Lula's.
This is one of, the best Southern food spots in Kansas City. This is in the Crossroads. I've been to brunch once here, and I had the steak and eggs, and that was fantastic.
Have you had their biscuits?
No.
Oh my, we'll talk about it later. But
Tell
yes.
me. No, tell me.
No, the biscuits. I think they're like blueberry or something. But my friends ordered it, and I was like, I don't know if I want that, but it's perfection. It's
that
good.
sounds amazing.
It
Blueberry
is
biscuits.
good. Don't quote me. I feel like it's blueberry. It's been some time, but I'm pretty sure.
Now,
pretty good.
I recommend this place for Sunday also
Yeah.
because
Perfect Sunday spot.
Inside they do have a couple TVs that you can watch
Yes.
football. They usually put college football on.
Yeah.
So it'd be a nice little brunch, a southern brunch with the games on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then I just found out that they actually serve brunch like Tuesday through Sundays now.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear about that.
You don't. It's normally
Saturday
brunch on
or
weekends
Sunday, yeah.
only. And so when I found that out, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So you don't-
secret. You're like, they serve it through. That's funny.
Secretly telling you.
Just between you and me. That is cool. No, I've never heard of that. So that's a good thing to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so going to brunch at Lula's Southern Cookhouse, not too far away. And then what else is happening on Sunday?
So you can do another Halloween pop-up bar at Casey Wine Co.
I just did this.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, you tell me about it. How
No.
was it?
You tell the viewers. You tell the viewers.
Well, they have the specialty spooky cocktails. They have lots of photo ops. They have snacks. They have the freeze slushies or the frozen slushies, and they're I think they're 3 slushies right now for the pop-up bar are spiked cider, Black Widow Rita, that sounds fun, red sangria, and they also have one that they change out every week. And so I believe this one this week is called Hocus Pocus wine slushie. And so there are a couple pictures on their Instagram showing these drinks off, and they look fantastic. And
Yes.
did you try any
So
of the
I
slushies?
did try the slushie, which
That's
is
the Hocus Pocus one, the purple one.
this one right here.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah,
I saw that one. I was like, that looks delicious.
Tag your sippin' sisters. I love that for people who know about Hocus Pocus. But no, I did go here a few weekends ago. The weather was way different than what it'll be this weekend. But this is also what I hear is a huge staple here locally. So that's why I wanted to check it out. Casey Wine Co.
And you thought,
It was a good time.
Okay,
It was a good time.
good.
It was packed. And I know another coworker here, she also went this past weekend. So a lot of people were going, but it was a good time. I liked it a lot.
And soon all the holiday pop-up bars will be coming. And
Adriana, I've been slacking. I can't believe I haven't been.
Oh, yeah.
Like to the nights. Pop-up bars.
Girl, you need to get out there.
Time is ticking. This is the weekend. This is when I go.
Do
So
it.
We'll tune back in next Friday to figure out exactly where I go. I might get Taylor Johnson, might drag her out tonight. And see where she wants to go.
She will be all for it.
Oh, that girl.
I saw her last night.
I know. These two and Ebony. No, we do appreciate you joining us here on KCTV 5 Plus once again. This is a segment I always look forward to. I know Taylor always looks forward to. Your perfect guide for the weekend if you didn't have any plans just yet or you need to adjust them. So we will see you again next Friday, Adriana.
See you next Friday.
We are going to take a quick break. We're just a few minutes away from our noon newscast with everything you need to know as you continue to continue your Friday, I should say, and as you prepare your weekend plans, your weather forecast. The first warn is in place, what you need to grab onto before you head out the door this evening.